Hello, I'm not quite sure how many of you have seen this
She
video
wanted to go to Jamaica.
of that's been going around.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I don't usually do videos, but this is a very serious topic. This is my daughter, Teraiya. She's now 22 years old. She went on holiday for a week with her friend to Jamaica back in October 2024. So this is the girls. This is Genevieve, Teraiya's friend. They've been friends for about 8 years. She asked Teraiya if she wanted to go to Jamaica for a week because her boyfriend was out there. I tried to encourage her not to go, because she's never been on holiday by herself, but she was turning 21, so there's only so much she's going to listen to her mum about. So on the 13th of October, they went to Jamaica. I tried to encourage Teraiya to get her own accommodation because she didn't know these boys from nowhere. This was Genevieve's boyfriend of 2 years. She'd been dating this boy, supposedly from Milton Keynes, for 2 years. She was told his name was Tony. Now again, I told my daughter to get her own accommodation, but she wouldn't listen. This is supposed to be Tony. But his name's not Tony. His name is Uriah Gordon. And this is his Jamaican cousin, LeJean, we think. So again, this is Uriah Gordon, or should we say Tony, as the girls knew him as. Now Jenny was seeing this boy for 2 years. Imagine, 2 years. So Uriah paid for Jenny's ticket because obviously she thought it was a boyfriend, and I paid for Teraiya's ticket because she was turning 21. So this is where
Okay, that's the background of the story. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it came from her mouth rather than mine. But the reports are that on the evening that they were due to return home, they spent a week with these guys, and the guys treated them lavishly and everything, and they took them on rafts and goodness knows what. And just before they were due to come back, apparently they gave them some trainers, and when they went to the airport, they were pulled out of line and asked, their suitcases were being checked, and when the customs checked the trainers, they were full of drugs. So the mother is now appealing and saying, it's unfair and her daughter didn't know and stuff like that. And the thing is that it's very, very difficult because even as adults, I don't know how many people go to Jamaica, but I do know I've been there. But I'm a mature adult, so I'm not going to be taken in by the, what do you call it? I don't even know what to call it. There's some kind of magic that they have, or some kind of chemistry or artistry, or the men over there have a way of wooing women, especially British women. And apparently when they spent some time in jail before the mother bailed her out, the jail apparently had lots of British girls in there who were for the same crime. But the thing is that when parents or anybody is saying to travellers, don't take anything from anyone, don't bring anything back, they're not stressing the culture of Jamaicans. And I'm only talking about Jamaicans now because I know it happens in Egypt, I know it happens in Italy, but we're talking about Jamaicans because it seems to be prevalent now, where Jamaicans are encouraging girls to come over there and using them as mules, or trying to use them as mules. And they have such a charm, Jamaicans do. They have charms, they're sexy, they have charisma, they know what to say. And it's not even just the men, because I watched a video a few months ago where an elderly woman, so it's not just young people who can be taken in by this, it was an elderly woman, I think she was in her 40s, and she was explaining how this old woman, we'll call her old, maybe in her 70s or 80s, and she had come up to her, she looked like a Christian woman, she said. And she came up to her and she goes, you have these slippers, and if you could take these slippers over for me, and because me can't manage, and blah, blah, blah. And the slippers were full of drugs. Now, this is a little old woman, an elderly lady who look like she can't mash hands, who is asking her, this woman who doesn't know her, and asking her to do a favour. And the woman, feeling sorry for the woman who looks like a Christian, takes the slippers. Next thing you know, fortunately, it was being televised. Or it was on camera because it actually happened inside the airport. So she was fortunate she got off, because apparently this woman is renowned for that. But what I'm saying is that rather than just say to people, don't bring anything back, you have to let them know about the nature of people who are going to beguile you into bringing stuff back. It's not just a thing like, oh, can you take this back for me? Then you can say, no, I'm not taking anything back. I've been told not to, and I'm not going to, full stop. It's this, well, sure, you can't just do this for me. This, blah, blah. Whatever it is they say and do to make you lose your balance, to make you lose any kind of sense, that is what they do. It's almost like the women that meet up, especially British women, that meet Jamaicans, are so enamoured, are so taken in, they lose their senses. And how do you explain that to someone? How do you tell a young person, oh, be careful of Jamaicans? Because number one, it sounds like you're generalising, and I guess I am generalising because not all Jamaicans are like that. There's a certain set of people, we have to call them hustlers, or, it's an art of survival, who just generally target young women or old women or whoever they're targeting. But you have a sector of people who do this for a living. And how do you tell a young person that when the young person is saying, well, you don't know nothing, you're too old, oh, that's back in the day, or we don't, I've got more sense than that, I'm not going to be taken in by anybody. And they genuinely believe that these men who are swooning them and who are whining and dining them have their best interest at heart. What I don't understand is that it is a gamble, because for those men, they're probably just hoping that even if one shipment gets out, they're okay. But these days, nothing is getting through. Very, very rarely is anything getting through. Now, if customs opens up a suitcase and sees 3 brand new trainers, they're going to be like, why are you bringing trainers? And I mean, shoes now is the most common way to import drugs. And if those girls had any knowledge or had been informed, don't take any, I don't even know what to say. You don't take no trainers, you don't take no shoes, you don't take anything under any circumstances. How can I stress it more than that? Regardless of what it looks like, it could be a pencil. You don't take it. Nothing. Regardless of how pitiful they look, regardless of if they cry or if they bawl. To get you to take something, to bring something back to the UK or anywhere else, any other destination. You refuse flat out. Oh, I've gone on. This is why I like to be structured, I just wanted to know, the mother is appealing at the moment. I just want to make sure I put my concerns down. The mother is saying she wants to raise funds because she can't let her daughter go to jail for something she hasn't done. But as far as the law is concerned, they found the trainers in her suitcase. As far as they're concerned, she's guilty. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll have to watch this space. Sorry to babble on. I don't usually do this. I normally am quite structured, but this is quite a serious situation and people need to know what's going on. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.